day, at least somebody asks me about worrying about follower numbers and what can they do about it. And their followers are going up and down on Instagram, on other social media platforms, and possibly also on their blog. And I always say to people, please don't worry about your follower numbers. Please spend the time in a much more positive way and think about your content creation and also connecting with the followers that you already have. So I'm telling people this all the time, but I also need to think about this. Obviously, I also worry about my follower numbers. We all do. We're only human. But I do try to take a deep breath and move on to thinking about the followers that I already have and the content that I am creating. For me, the community side of things, the talking to people, the connecting with people comes pretty naturally. I have been on social media for a long time. And I've been going to real life networking events for even longer period of time. So I love that side of it. I love meeting people online and in real life. And I find that is just part of my everyday and a part that I really enjoy and treasure. But it's the content creating that I need to keep a check on. Because what can happen is that I am merrily creating images and blog content that I am happy with, and I'm sharing it and people are enjoying it and it's all good. And then sometimes what happens is I share something that people don't quite connect with in the way that I hope they will, or I start disconnecting from the content that I am making. And this makes me feel, both of these things make me feel a bit uneasy. First of all, the people not responding to what I am putting out can make me feel uncomfortable. And I need to really think about why that is. Why am I not feeling good? And why are they not connecting with it? Are they not connecting with it because it is different and they're not quite sure about it, or they're not used to seeing that kind of thing from me? Perhaps I don't have the right followers. Perhaps I'm sharing new things because it's a new direction that I want to go in. And maybe not enough of the people that are following me are the right followers for what I am doing now. And that's very important for me to remember, because people not connecting with something that you have put out there doesn't mean it's not good. It can mean all sorts of things. It can mean it was a sunny day, or it can mean that people were seeing other content and your content just wasn't in the right place at the right time. Don't worry about it. There is so much content out there that sometimes your content just won't be seen. But the thing for me that is important above everything, above worrying about follower numbers, likes, people connecting and enjoying my content or not enjoying my content, or being surprised about something new, all of this, the most important thing above all of this is that I am enjoying the content that I am creating. And recently I have been really thinking about my Instagram. For the past few years, I have shared a lot of flat lays. If you've followed me on Instagram, you'll probably have recognised that and seen lots of them and hopefully enjoyed them. And I have really loved making them. The other day, I saw some of my old images pop up on the Facebook memory feature. And I was like, oh my gosh, I can't believe the flat lays that I was creating 3 or 4 years ago. They were rubbish, and how far I have come and how much I love what I can create now when I start a flat lay. I love it. Or I have loved it. I have loved it. I have started to get a little bit bored of creating flat lays. And the boredom can start to come out in my images. And this is the case for any content that I'm creating. So not just my flat lays, but also my writing. If I start to feel like, I've just got to take some pictures of flat lays, or I've got to shoot some flowers for my Instagram, and I feel kind of uneasy about it or fed up about it, then I know that something is wrong. Because the minute that I start to feel bad about my content, not bad, but just uninspired, flat, kind of like it's something else I've got to do, my audience are going to start picking up on that too. That might not happen straight away. I might create some flat lays with a bit of a in my head and my heart, not really feeling the love for it. And people might still be responding to them and still enjoying them. But eventually, I know that people will start to not really connect in the same way as they have done in the past, because my boredom and my kind of frustration and my kind of about it will start to come through, and my audience won't connect. So what's important for me is that I am loving and enjoying the content that I am creating, because I know that putting it out there, some of my audience will love what I am doing. And they are the important ones, because those are the people that are going to connect with what I'm doing, and they're going to take me forward to building maybe a new audience or a different audience for the type of stuff that I want to do next. Sometimes people just don't like change, and it takes them a while to kind of go, okay, she's not sharing so many flat lays, but I'm okay with that, because actually I do really like what she's sharing now. And the thing for me is that I don't really know what I want to share next. It's not going to be a massive, crazy change. More of a gradual thing, more of me thinking about what is inspiring me now. What do I want to be photographing? What is telling the story of me in 2017, working at Makelight with Steph, the children, the ages they are? What are the kind of stories that I want to be capturing with my camera and sharing with the world? What are the kind of stories that I want to be writing about? The kinds of topics I want to be covering on my blog? What is going to make me get up in the morning and be super excited about creating content? That is where I want to get to. I am there. I am doing some of that, but it's really, really important for me to always be keeping a check and making sure that I am still feeling fired up for my content creation. Because then if I'm feeling good and I'm feeling inspired, I know that there are people out there who will feel that inspiration, and they will feel the energy, and they will respond really well to it. So I want you to really think about your content creation. What makes you happy? What makes you feel inspired? What makes you want to get up early and get stuck into writing a blog post? Or what makes you want to go out and take some photographs and create time in your diary to make your content? What gets you excited? Sometimes we feel like we have to create content. We have to be putting stuff out there so that people still know we're there. And that is very true, but it's okay to take a bit of a break and to reflect on the type of content that you're creating, and to make sure that it makes you super, super happy. When it all makes you happy and inspired, you will hopefully be able to let go of the worries about how many people are following you, how many people are liking the thing. Obviously, it's not always easy to do that. And sometimes when you've gone out and you've created something that you absolutely love and then no one responds to it, it can feel a little bit disheartening. But remember that going out and creating that content has made your day even better. It's made you excited. It's made you feel creative. It's made you feel alive. And slowly people will respond to that. Your follower numbers will grow. Your likes will increase. And so I want you to create from your heart and love it to bits, because then I promise you that your followers will respond well to it over time, and you will be able to start just letting go of your worries about follower numbers and likes and comments, and just putting stuff out there for the love of sharing.